I bought some new drives, and they are right here. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 drives. I am going to be doing the upgrade of my hard drive space on my Qnap NAS. This is my Qnap down here, and that is the external drive. For my Qnap, I have to open it up and pull the drives out. It's not hot swappable. I'm not sure if I can pull the drive out while it's open. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. We're going to try it. We're going to find out. But at the moment, you have to do a few things. So you have to log into your server, which I did already. So here's my server screen right here. I'm just going to show you real quick how much data my server has on it and how much is used. So right here it says content videos warning. And it says 4.84 out of 4.96 tera is used. Now, the total capacity of all the drives is over here, which is 9.1 terabytes. But I have 2.24 used for my backups of all my systems. So I'm out of storage space on my video storage. And that is why I need to upgrade. And this is the M2 over here, which is the SSD, and it's got 931 gigs. Basically, it's a 1 tera. So I will be replacing this an NVMe SSD with that new drive that I showed you. The first thing we are supposed to do is go to disks over here. Select disk 1. This is a 6 terabyte drive. And I will be replacing that with a 16 terabyte drive. So almost triple the space. We need to go to storage and snapshots. Then it will show storage pool 1. We click it, and then we go to manage. It will build up the file system here, and then we go down here to manage, and then we hit replace disks 1 by 1. These are our disks 1, 2, and 3. These are all the same type of disk which I put in the first time around. We click this one and we click change. Please remove this drive. Okay, so after we do that and set that configuration up in the Qnap software, we can replace that drive. So I'm going to be taking out that drive now. The first thing I have to do is take the lid off. I have to unscrew this little guy here, this screw, and this screw, and then our cover should come off just like that. And now that we got our cover off, drive 1 is right down here at the bottom. This is 1, 2, and 3, and so the first one we did was drive 1. So it says we can remove this drive, so we're going to pull that out by pulling these and sliding it out, and that's drive 1. So now that we got drive 1 out, I'm going to put it right up here. The drive has been removed. We're good there. Now we just got to replace this. I'm just going to remove it from the cage, and it just simply comes out like this and like this. The first drive I'm going to put in here, the Western Digital drive. I'm going to put that one in first. So we're going to open this up. We're going to pull it out of the package. Orient it the right way, attach it to our drive cage here. So now it's all ready to go in. Please insert the new drive. Drive number 1, just like so. And there it is. It's snapped in both sides. I heard it boot up. And now we're gonna come up here and see what it says. Please insert the new drive. So we did that. Now we're gonna see what it's gonna do here. Okay, so it said 1 new drive was detected over there. Now it's rebuilding it. Rebuilding right here, 0.0%. I heard that takes forever, so we're gonna let it sit there. I'm gonna time it. Right now it is Thursday, June 8th at 10:54 p.m. We will see what time it gets finished at. I'll get back to you guys. All right, YouTube, so I just sat here for a few minutes while I was waiting for it to finalize everything and make sure that the process was actually started. 8 hours and 16 minutes. That's a long time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is the next day after I put the new drive in the Qnap NAS storage where I store all my videos, and now we're going to see if it completed successfully. We are going to go our storage and snapshots, our disks and VJBOT. Disk 1 has 14 terabytes, disk 2 has 5.46 terabytes, and disk 3 has 5.46 terabytes. So everything seemed to work out pretty good there. Now we are going to go back to storage and snapshots. We are going to go to storage pool 1. We're going to click manage, and we're going to put replace disks one by one again. As you can see, we have 14 terabytes here, 5.46 here, and 5.46 here. So this one worked out well. It's got the Western Digital drive in it. We're going to click disk 2, and we're going to put change. We're going to take this one here, and it says you can replace this. Please remove this drive. All right, YouTube, so the first drive worked successfully, which is good news. Now we are going to replace the second drive. So I'm going to get down here and work on pulling that apart again to replace the second drive. Now, this NAS device is one of the less expensive ones, and it was what I bought at the time that I bought it at. Starting YouTube and content creation, it was affordable and it worked for what I needed it to at the time, and it still works great for what I needed to, but it is not as convenient to take the drives out and replace them as some other NAS devices would be. That's just one little quick note on when you order yours. If you're ordering yours to do your content creation or media serving or whatever it is, it might be easier if you're planning to change drives a lot to get a hot swappable device. I didn't get one of those for the reasons like I said. So let's get on to putting in the new drive. Take it out of the drive holder or cage. We are going to put in the new drive, which is going to be this MDD drive, that sort of questionable one that people are saying may or may not be very good. We're going to find out on a long-term test. I will keep you guys updated with that. I'm just going to rip open the package. And all of the drives that I bought are brand new. They are not refurbished drives. If you want to try a refurbished drive, you are more than welcome to. The price difference between them was a little bit of a savings, about $20, I think. But for me, it was more worth it just to go with a brand new drive. So there it is. There's the MDD Enterprise drive, all in its cage there. We're going to go ahead and put this in the machine. Gently slide this back into bay number 2. So there it is, bay number 2. Let's go see what we got up top. All right, YouTube. So after looking at the lights on the device, it says drive 2 is not working. Right here, this is drive 2, and that light is not lit up. So I'm going to pull the lid back off and see what we got going on. Got the lid off. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out since it's obviously not plugged in and working. And maybe there's a jumper that needs to be switched. No, there's no jumpers on these drives. So we're just going to go ahead and try and reinsert this in here and see what we get. Okay, I hear it powering up. Oh, it's making the beeps. That's good. All right, YouTube, so I figured it out. It was the drive wasn't quite seated all the way, so I had to go back and redo it. And once I put it back into bay number 2, it worked out. This is what it's doing right now. It already started the process. I had to go out and take my boy to an appointment. This is where we're at right now in the process of drive number 2 being rebuilt in the storage pool and replacing it with that MDD drive. Here we are right here. It's at 30%, and it's got 5 hours and 58 minutes left. So we're just gonna let that rebuild, and then once that's done, we're gonna do number 3 and then swap out the NVMe. So hopefully this works well, and hopefully the MDD drive not going in and working perfectly the first time as the Western Digital drive doesn't mean it's a sign that it's going to fail soon. We'll see. And we will keep the long-term test going for sure. And that's it for right now. I'll get back to you guys when drive number 2 is done and drive number 3 is going to be installed. All right, YouTube, so still working on the NAS, placing disk number 2. It is almost done. It's got about that long left, which is 0 minutes and 99.9% done. So I'm super excited about that. Disk number 2 seems like it might be very close to being done and might be finalized. And then I'll be working on disk number 3. And that would probably take about another 8 hours because it's been pretty much 8 hours today since it got done. Oh. Got the 2 beeps, so that's pretty good. It says no background tasks running. Let's go into here and give a check. Use storage and snapshots. Disk number 2. It's good. Everything's good on it, and it's got 14.55 terabytes. Perfect. The last one that we're going to go to is disk number 3. So we're going to go to storage pool again, storage and snapshots, hit manage. Then we're going to hit manage over here, replace disks one by one. Disk number 3 is the last one. Oh, that's interesting over here. So we have Seagate. It's recognized as a Seagate drive. That was the WD or MDD, Max Digital Data Drive. It came recognized as a Seagate drive in the QNAP. These MDD drives are rebranded or restickered Seagate drives. If you don't think Seagate drives are going to fail and they're better branding than the MDD, you're wrong. There you go. You have an MDD drive that's a rebranded Seagate. Awesome. Enterprise edition and everything. Let's see which one will fail first, if it fails at all. I'll keep you guys updated on a long-term test, but now back to disk number 3. So disk number 3 says you can replace this disk. So we're going to click this one. It's highlighted here. We're going to hit change. Please remove this drive. All right, that's a good sign. So now I'm going to go down and remove that drive. Slide my cover back off. We're going to pull out disk number 3. So if you guys remember correctly, 1 is at the bottom, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the very top. Here we go with removal of disk number 3. Disk number 3 I had in here was also a Toshiba drive, which is 6 tera. Here is the old drive that I'm removing from the cage here. This is the old drive. I'm just going to set that aside. It's very warm, which is interesting to me. I guess it's because it was working so hard. This is the last and final drive that we will be installing, Toshiba drive. That's open there. So there's our Toshiba drive nicely in there, 16 terabytes, ready to go. Click in. There it is. All ready to go. Back up here into our screen here, you can expand your RAID capacity to approximately 29 tera. Right now it's rebuilding our system here. It's going to do a couple of beeps letting me know that the hard drive has been put back in and it is ready to rebuild. This is going to rebuild the RAID 5 with the new drive, and it will be done in probably about 8 hours. So I'll get back to you guys in 8 hours to see if everything went successful and everything was done. Right now it says it's rebuilding. Right here it says rebuilding. You can kind of scroll over that. Rebuilding 0.0%. I have a feeling it's going to be about 8 hours because that's the amount it's been taking for all the rest of them. But 8 hours is not too bad considering I will have 29 terabytes when it's all said and done. After that, we will be putting in the NVMe drive in, so that way we can upgrade that as well for the caching portion of it. And I would like to try and order one of those Corel AI NVMe TPUs, because that's supposed to help significantly with organizing videos and so on and so forth. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Replaced 3 drives now. The third one just finally finished. Well, I guess it finished sometime overnight. So here we are, storage and snapshots, and then I am going to go to disks v JBOD. And as you can see here, disk 1 is good, disk 2 is good, and disk 3 is good. Then we'll go over to regular storage snapshots. We've got all 3 drives, 14, 14, 14, and 10.9 is the capacity of RAID group 1, which we can change later and expand the volume now that we have the new space available to us. It's all done. It got completed successfully. All the drives work, including that MDD drive, which turns out to be a Seagate drive, so that's pretty exciting. Let's do an update on the server. Got some more space on it, which is exciting, and I will keep you guys updated about the drives and let you know if any of them fail or if any of them need to be replaced due to capacity size again, because I use a lot of capacity. I'm very new to content creation, filled up almost 5 tera of space, and that's a lot in 1 year. I hope you guys enjoy that video. It's just a little bit about the NAS and the equipment that I use and upgrading it. Little review on that. I'll see you guys on the next video.